Welcome to week 1. Welcome, Nikki.
Thank you.
Sean's task for this week is that he has to get used to Excel and understand its user interface. So, Nikki, do we really need to learn this stuff?
I know what you're saying, Prashant. It's the basics. But the reality is that whether you've been using Excel for a little bit or even for quite a long time, most of us are self-taught.
Exactly.
And the problem with that is there are lots of gaps, and we don't even know where those gaps are. So the point of this course is to help fill those gaps. And that way we can start building a really solid foundation, unpacking how Excel actually works, and so that we can move forward with confidence. So the point of this week is to take control of Excel, to stop feeling like we're at the mercy of Excel. We want to be in the driver's seat, in control, and feeling confident about how we're using it.
And to take charge of Excel, how do you think the best way to break it down into different steps for our first week?
Good question. So I think, first of all, we need to get familiar with the user interface. What I'd like to start with is a bit of a name and shame. So basically, we can use something for 10 years but not know what it's called, and then we have the problem in that we don't know how to ask for help on it, and when we're asked questions about it, often we don't even understand the question. So we're going to find what everything's called, find where it is, and just start getting more comfortable with clicking around and not being scared, because there's nothing to be scared of.
Once we're comfortable with Excel and we know what everything is called, what do you think we should do next?
Okay, next up, it's important that we can navigate confidently but also efficiently around the user interface. So you may be kind of getting around, but let's look at some of the quicker ways of doing that. And also selecting data. It sounds obvious, but we have to do it quite a lot, and there are a few tips and pitfalls, and I'm just going to make sure that our learners can navigate those successfully.
And once we get to understand how to go through a huge Excel spreadsheet, what do we do next?
Okay, so next up, what we need to do is look at actually entering data. This is something that just about everybody's going to have to do at some point. It's reasonably straightforward, but again, some different data types behave slightly differently, and we want to make sure that people can work efficiently, confidently enter, and confidently delete and edit data as well.
Coming back to the point of data entry and efficiency, as well as what you said about the naming and shaming and understanding what things are called, I've always used the fill handle for years and I didn't know what it was called. So it's hard for me to ask for help about it or have discussions with my colleagues. So it's great that you'll be embedding this and giving us the actual names of all these tools.
Absolutely, and the fill handle is actually the fourth thing we'll be looking at this week. So excellent, Prashant.
Now that we've broken it up into different parts for this week, you can take charge of Excel. We'll be showing you videos to practice alongside with us, which you need to also practice after we've completed the videos, because practice makes permanent when it comes to Excel. You can't break Excel. You might as well do what we're doing and practice it so that you master Excel so that you can become productive in your workplace. Thank you, Nikki. Now it's over to you.